Okay, so this is for Math 310 for the midterm. I'm doing question number 1, comparing Rico's Sammy's versus the Bidwell Diner. This is comparing absolute or additive reasoning versus relative or multiplicative reasoning. First, we're going to look at setting up the problem here. So previously, you could go to Rico's Sammy's and order a sandwich for $4, and now it's currently $5. And previously at Bidwell's Diner, you could order dinner for $9, and the same dinner now is $11. Okay, so for absolute or additive reasoning, if you compare $4 to $5, you have a $1 difference. And if you compare Bidwell's Diner from yesterday to today, you have a $2 difference. So in additive reasoning, you're looking at the absolute value. $1 is more than $2, so in this case, Bidwell's Diner has a higher cost per meal of a $2 increase. Again, this is just for absolute or additive reasoning. Just $2 is more than $1. Let's see. Okay, so this is the same problem, except for we're going to look at it in a multiplicative or relative manner. So in order to do that, we're going to set up, we have the same problem that yesterday the lunch was $4, now it's $5, and at the Bidwell Diner, yesterday it was $9, now it's $11. Now, what I've done here is instead of setting it up as, two different numbers that I'm subtracting out, I'm going to go ahead and put these in fractional form to make them ratios. So 4 to 5 compared to 9 to 11. What we're doing is comparing kind of the ratio of increase and figuring out which one increased their food price by more as kind of in a ratio terms in comparison to how their prices were previously. So 4 out of 5 is to 9 over 11. And to me, it makes the most sense to go ahead and bring these into like terms. So 5, these bottom numbers here, I want these to be the same so that I can compare these and the difference between the top and bottom in a more, in a similar way. So what I want to do is go ahead and I'm going to use 55 as the common denominator here. So we have 44 over 55. And we have 45 over 55. Okay, now I'm not necessarily looking at what the top number means right now. What I want is now I want the difference between these similar numbers. So now I'm going to compare 44 over 55. So they, let's say they raised it 11. Not $11. You would, if you did spend $44 in meals before, now you're spending $55. Whereas at the Bidwell Diner, if you were spending $45 in total meals before, now you're spending $55. So the difference between 45 and 55 is actually smaller than 45 to 55. So actually, at the end of the day, Rico's Sammy's, they raised their price more per dollar that you would have spent yesterday. You know, you could assume if you went 11 times, you would have spent $44 before, but now you're spending $55. Whereas Bidwell Diner, you knew that it was more expensive place in the first place. You just expected to spend $9 for a meal, but now where you would have spent $45, now you spend $55. So actually, in that case, Rico's Sammy's proportionally raised their prices more. Okay, that's it.